Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. Today we are going to take a look at the enhanced Shazam set of gear. I'm going to keep on saying the Shazam set of gear even though the style is actually called Magic's Champion, or in this case the enhanced Magic's Champion. And if we look on the time capsule themselves, the style is called the Eternal Gear, again in this case the enhanced Eternal Gear. The same for the broker. If you look on the broker for that style, you have to look for the Eternal Gear. So again, in this case, in the case of the enhanced style, if you search for enhanced eternal, you will get the entire enhanced eternal gear on the broker. Overall, the style is not that expensive. The expensive pieces are the chest piece. As you can see, it's roughly 7 millions for the chest piece. The head piece is about 7.5 millions. And the back piece is roughly 10 millions. So if you play the broker just a bit, you should be able to purchase the entire style fairly easily. So here we have what the enhanced style looks like. And again, as you can see, it's pretty much a pretty accurate representation of the style that we have in the Shazam movie that's going to be released in 2 weeks, I think. Although in this case, they've added a few extra lightning effects and a few textures that the movie version doesn't have. I have to admit, I kind of like the cape, but I have to admit, I would most likely use the regular cape as opposed to the enhanced version. So here you can compare and see what the regular version looks like. So you can see there's a lot less textures in the cape, in the hood, and even a lot of the lightning effects from the chest piece and the pants is gone in this version. But it still has, like you can see, it still has some lightning effects for the lightning emblem. Sadly, also the way the emblem is color locked with some of the chest piece. Sadly, it doesn't allow us to recreate an exact copy of our French Shazam. But within the context of DC Universe Online, this is about as close as we can get. So here is an example. I've assigned 3 color to each pieces of the style. So you can get a better look at all the textures on the back piece. But sadly, as you can see with the chest piece, the white part of the emblem is locked with a whole bunch of the chest piece. So if you try to have, let's say, an accurate version of the Shazam emblem, sadly you end up with a lot more yellow on the chest piece than you should have. And I will remove a few pieces of gear to give you a good look at the chest piece and the pants. I think it's going to be worth it. So here we should have a better look of the chest piece and the pants. So you can see the lightning effects are pretty much just on the arm, but there's a whole bunch of lightning effects on the back piece, which was not that evident if you keep the cape. And you can see a lot of the white from the chest piece. It can be also matched on the pants if you like. And as you can see, if you remove the boots, the white pattern almost creates some sort of fake boots for your character. And you can see if you look underneath, like for the pants, there is the 3 colors, but the third color is blue, which is only like on the sole of the pants. So you can create some sort of fake boot effect if you want, if for some reason you don't want to wear the Shazam boots. And here I gave a single color to each pieces of the style so that we can clearly see which part is which. Like you can see, for example, the shoulders is the yellow round thingy that seems to be holding the cape. So these are the shoulder piece. It seems that this time, instead of giving us some bulky shoulders like they often do with a lot of styles, they decided to replace the shoulders by another element, which is just those round yellow thingy on the shoulders. And you can see the texture on the hood when the hood is completely blue, or the same with the chest piece for that matter. And I have to admit the cape in red looks kind of neat. So you can see the yellow, the stars and patterns that used to be yellow or whitish. You can see what it looks like in a reddish tone. So again, as you can see with the enhanced version, there's a lot of lightning texture that has been added. And obviously there's a lot of like star pattern texture that's been added to the cape and the hood. And just as an added bonus, I made a Jay Garrick style using the enhanced version. Some of you guys have suggested that you needed that style to be able to recreate our friend Jay Garrick. Sadly, as you can see, the emblem, sadly you have to put the emblem red. If you try to have the emblem yellow as our friend Jay Garrick should have it, sadly as you can see you end up with a whole bunch of yellow on the chest piece. It's sad, but that's how the colors are locked within the style. So sadly, like it's often the case in this universe online, sometimes you have to make a compromise to be able to recreate the character you want. But if you use the speed boots, the pants and the chest of the Shazam style, and the Jay Garrick headpiece, as you can see, you can recreate something that, if you recreate that look, people will understand that your character is Jay Garrick the Flash. I also decided to make a Dr. Fate armory using that style. Even though Dr. Fate looks nothing like our friend Shazam, I thought the look was neat enough, and I thought why not use it. Of course, the Shazam bracelets, I mean in this case even the belt, can be used to recreate our friend Nova or the Centaur Nova Prime, depending on how you know the character. It's not exactly it, but within the context of DC Universe Online, it's pretty darn close. And the Shazam bracers can obviously be used to recreate our friend Captain Marvel, the classic Captain Marvel from the 70s that Marvel used to have. This was Captain Marvel at pretty much throughout, let's say, most of the 70s and the early 80s, from what I recall. I'm not sure what's wrong with the aura. The aura usually doesn't look like that. Oh well. So ironically enough, the Shazam bracers are perfect to recreate Captain Marvel, the Marvel version from the 70s. So obviously I will make some sort of Shazam videos. Basically I'm working on it right now. Like you can see I have the Shazam emblem. So I'll try to recreate not only the Shazam version from the movie that, as you can see, we have the exact replica of the costume right now, but also to recreate the classic version of the character. Or even, like you can see there's those Magic Land emblems. There's one that is supposed to be a Shazam emblem. But personally, I hate that. I hate that emblem. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one, because those emblems seems to be not very expensive on a broker. So my guess is everyone is trying to sell them. Not a lot of people are trying to use them. So I have the regular version of the Shazam emblem and the enhanced version. So I will try to make a video. I will try to make a Shazam video and show at least a few options to create our friend Shazam. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.